Hello and welcome to Patched. I'm your host Paul James. Today I'm joined by Damo Camilleri, Matto Phillips, and we're talking Star Wars. The best topic. Specifically Jedi Fallen Order. Yep. The weird thing about the naming, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. It's not Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. So there's going to be more of these Jedi things, I think. But anyway, we're talking about the game. We've seen the trailer only. E3 is presumably going to give us some gameplay. It's coming out at the end of the year.
Oh, it was a trailer.
What do we think? Wait, you haven't seen it?
No.
Shit.
I don't like,
let's do it again.
No, watch. No, so what was your question?
I was going to say, what do we think?
What do we think?
Start watching it. Watch it quietly on your phone.
Wait, no, what do I think about the game, or what do I think?
The game.
So we haven't seen anything of the game, have we?
The trailer.
I've seen a trailer that has no gameplay.
No gameplay.
Correct.
Well, then that doesn't matter what I think, does it?
I'm the same. No gameplay, no care. You can make the nicest trailer in the world, but give me
gameplay so I know this thing's actually coming.
Scale down. They've given us a release date.
before the movie.
We're gonna release date for Crackdown 2. Oh, sorry, Crackdown 3.
It's out.
Yeah.
It's just shit.
Yeah.
But no, I agree with the whole sentiment that it doesn't mean that much until you see gameplay. But I mean, story-wise, that seemed interesting to you. What they were trying to set up.
Yeah, it would have been nice to not go in between episodes 3 and 4 again, but
it's between 3 and 4. So, do we know?
Almost immediately after. So there's a Jedi that survived. Kind of gone undercover, conceals all his Jedi powers. He works on. It almost looks like the equivalent of people who just load shit onto boats, like onto giant cargo ships.
Okay, so you still haven't read Aftermath.
His mate falls off the thing and his instinct goes to help, so he uses his Jedi powers to kind of hold him up there, and I guess that's the moment he gets busted and he's on the run. That's kind of basically what we gleaned from the whole trailer.
Okay, let's think.
The lead actor, lead role, Cal Kestis, is...
Oh, so this is straight after. So we just...
Almost straight after, yeah.
Okay, so how many months, how long do you reckon since the Death Star's been blown up?
Oh, not long.
Okay.
No, it's episode 3 and 4. It's not built.
It's not built yet.
Oh, between 3 and 4.
So after Order 66.
See, that's okay then. Sorry, so Darth Vader's still rocking around.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, I'm getting more into this because I was thinking...
Yeah, after Order 66.
I was like, oh, fuck. Like, if it's there, like, you can still have the bounty hunters because they were kind of a thing that, the rebellion didn't really start to snuff them out until a couple of months after the Death Star had blown up, and fucking Death Star's not even just a concept at the moment.
Yes.
Oh, so we get young, crazy fucking Vader then.
We get Watto. Annie,
you want to kill some more kids for me, Annie? The unspoken hero of the first 3 episodes
of the whole series. He's gonna come episode 9 is bringing everything full circle, and it's gonna end with Watto.
So one Jedi.
Ray!
One Jedi that survived Order 66.
Yeah.
66.
Gone undercover, basically.
Gone into cover.
And just trying to conceal the identity. We see little takes where it looks like he's just hanging out at the pub with mates and all those sorts of little things along the way. You'll be seeing the trailer a million times over in the corner, I'm sure.
He does his little force powers.
Yeah, his mate falls. It looks like the ship kind of overturns or whatever. Cargo's falling. His mate falls. He's hanging onto something, and then he uses his little force grab to
Jedi Fallen Order.
Jedi Fallen Order. So
you leave the colon out of it.
I think that's important in terms of what we're going to get going.
Stop talking about buttholes.
Yeah,
I love the smell of my boyfriend's colon. It's cologne again. But okay. So I'm picturing this game. In this Star Wars universe, so we have red-lensed Darth Vader, so he's still a petulant child, like he's still mourning, he's dearly beloved.
Still trying to figure out his limbs.
They show the Inquisitors, so the mob that are introduced in Rebels, essentially kind of the Emperor's little goons. They're almost of a Darth Vader sort of level that They don't have lightsabers, but it was some sort of cool weaponry. Have either of you seen Rebels?
No, not
You ought
yet.
to. It's brilliant.
I know. I've heard that.
They introduced the Inquisitors through that, and they are an awesome kind of branch of the Empire, I guess, at doing their work. And it seems like they're the ones in pursuit of you the whole time.
Oh.
Once you get uncovered, I don't know how long.
I
it's
would
gonna
guess
be.
so. I'd guess they'd have a main enemy that thing. I hope this just isn't some game that's just kind of pointless. That's a hope I have. Where, you know, how there's been some Star Wars games like... What was that? Force Unleashed. 90% of that game was pointless. Apart from the fact that he somehow, you know, started the Rebel Alliance.
Well, it's all pointless now, I guess. But
Yeah.
Well, it's like, oh, I'm going to kill Darth Vader or kill the Emperor. You know that you're not going to kill the Emperor.
we know what's going to happen. You're not doing
You
that.
know the answer.
Yeah. Oh, you killed Vader. Okay, well, here's the non-canonical ending that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it felt pointless. Like, it's like, oh man, that sounds really dumb. Like, oh, he gave us a symbol and he united us. It's like, what? No, get fucked. Sorry, get fucked. That was dumb. I mean, I just hope this can be enough of its own standalone story that it doesn't make it. They don't try and tie it in too much, and then it's like, oh, and then like Disney are like, nah, not really.
Then Obi-Wan's at the end and goes, hello there.
Yeah. Be careful of the sand people. They come back in greater number. It's like, what? I didn't see any sand people. Oh shit, this is greater number.
I mean, linking it into like established Star Wars stuff was my big worry beforehand. Doesn't seem like that. I mean, there'll be a tiny bit because they won't be able to help themselves.
Well, okay,
but it's not going to be like Battlefront
so
2 where they're
between-
forcing someone down your throat every.
So between episode 3 and
God damn it!
4, yeah. What's that? About 15, 16 years? Like Luke's like a
20 years.
16, 20 years. Luke's 20 years old.
I think it's meant to be closer.
Fuck me, he's young. Like, he looks young. Fucking little baby. Alright, well, 20 years. That's good. That gives you a lot of time to do things. There's probably a couple of Jedi still floating about. What's Rebels plotted in between?
Rebels has Jedi, yeah, and that's between 3 and 4.
Okay. Oh, is that why you're disappointed that we're going back again between 3 and 4?
A little bit. But if it's not connected to like you said with the Force Unleashed, it's not connected.
Yeah.
So
It won't be connected to the Force Unleashed because
no,
Disney killed off
no.
that as...
No, he's not saying of Force Unleashed, but like how it was tied in to like,
You got Vader.
making...
Oh, yeah, right.
And you already know the answer to what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's just something if it goes off into a different path, it doesn't follow. You say the
Yeah, like the Empire's still doing all this shit, but your story doesn't necessarily have to intertwine with the really big picture stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, that works for me. That's kind of what I'm
So
hoping
I'm just
for.
saying,
anyway.
like Rogue One, like, oh, we got to get the plans for the Death Star. Yeah, we already know you're going to get them.
Yeah.
Great. That's
But
fantastic.
it's how they get them. Yeah, we all know that you're going to die too.
Yeah.
But it's how they die.
Still an awesome movie, I might add, but
Yeah, I've had a second thought about that. It's a cool movie. Not great. But anyway, let's get bogged down in
Pepsi.
what I don't want to see any SJW kind of shenanigans going on. Like,
Jar Jar?
and I don't mean by SJW like as in I don't want to see there's an Asian woman. That's bullshit.
Oh,
Fuck,
yeah,
there's no
no.
Asian women. I just don't want to see like.
we've got a plain white male main character as you can possibly get.
Yeah, you know, I don't want to see, like, Star Wars is pretty much an established universe, yeah, and we've seen a lot of it. Don't have to add things like more diversity that, you know, doesn't necessarily... I don't want to feel it forced, is what I'm trying to say, and I feel bad. I'm trying to form this correctly. Like, I mean... Some of the best Jedis were females. I got no issue with any of that stuff. I'm not saying any
Or black,
of that
white, Asian, whatever.
stuff. Yeah, aliens. They're aliens. Who cares?
Puppet.
What I'd love to see.
I'm sure there's probably a trans Jedi in there too.
I would love to see. Oh man, yeah. I'd love to see. So this guy is going on about. He's running. So the Inquisitors are after him, and he probably picks up a Jedi holocron or something like that, and he's like. Man, and like maybe Yoda speaks to... No, Yoda's still alive.
He's hiding.
Yes, he is.
He's hiding in his little...
Qui-Gon? I wouldn't mind Qui-Gon or any of the cool Jedi that died. Maybe they're Force Ghosts now. Oh no, the Force Ghosts really weren't a thing, were they?
Yeah, Dooku. Oh no, I can't really do Dooku.
Can't do Dooku. Oh, this is tricky. Design? Are we
No,
designing
but
this?
no, we're not designing. We're just discussing.
I mean, look, yeah. There's things that the things I don't want to see is like tie-in too big of a tie-in to a thing. Like I'll just try and keep it in its own separate bubble, which would be fine.
I'd love for that sort of stuff, the established stuff, to just kind of be like lore.
Yeah.
Like we're hearing, I don't know, little radios or whatever it is. The shit you pick up is where you hear bits and pieces of what's going on, but it doesn't really affect what you do.
I used to be an adventurer like you until a stormtrooper shot me in the knee. It's like, aha! I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind seeing the bounty hunters and smugglers, a bit of their action going on. Like, maybe you jump on a smuggler ship and, you're being chased by the Inquisitors. Maybe you can do bounty. Like, I wouldn't mind if they've had a little bit of open world element there, or like maybe not even open world, but cool side missions. Like, I think that these games can be very linear, and I don't want to see too linear of a game.
I think it's gonna be pretty linear.
Yeah,
pretty linear.
Fuck, I wouldn't mind. Just like hey,
like Uncharted sort of linear.
Okay,
Force Unleashed sort of linear, where you got your self-contained thing, you got your pathway. It's a little bit wider,
yeah,
but it's not a corridor.
Fair enough. I mean, that's a bit disappointing because I wouldn't mind,
Oh well, we don't know for sure yet. Game
that it is. It can.
It's coming from the guys who did Titanfall.
It can have that linear feel.
Apex.
You have that linear feel, but then like when you reach a hub or something like that, like you reach a cantina or whatever, this guy's got this mission for you. Like go here and kill. What's Luke kill in the first movie? Swamp rats or whatever.
Everyone.
He kills everyone. Yeah, he's like, man, it's not that difficult. You can just, it's like shooting these things on the planet. I can't remember, and I feel really bad. I'm normally really good at Star Wars trivia. And then, that guy's like, we can't shoot that torpedo at the Death Star. And like Luke just like shuts him down instantly. Like, yeah, this is child's play. And then the Family Guy one, like the guy takes him aside. He's like, really mean. Like, we're all trying here. And shit like that. I fucking love it. No, yeah, I want side missions. I love, the best thing about Star Wars is, and it always has been, is exploring these new worlds and races and things like that. I don't care what the race is, I don't care what they do and everything, just seeing it. But exploring new worlds, fucking awesome. Yeah, the fact that there's a total world of deserts, and there's a total world of lava, and it's crazy to me. There's a total world of tiny little islands and beaches that gets half blown up by a Death Star. Insanity. But I love it. I would love to see that. I love, the whatever art team's behind it, that they've got some really crazy things.
Oh, they got chops. This is a talented team. You've got... Running the show is Vince Zampella, the guy responsible for Call of Duty, turning Call of Duty into what it became, kind of Modern Warfare era. / Titanfall 2, probably, arguably, maybe alongside Doom, the best first-person shooter campaign of this generation. Not just for the gameplay, but for the story. You've got, and obviously also responsible most recently for Apex Legends. And then you've got the head of the person running the game, Stig Asmundsen or whatever it is, who is responsible for God of War 3. There's a shit ton of talent on this thing.
Wow, that's cool. I can appreciate that.
This is going to be a damn good game.
See, like God of War had a great linear system that was open worldy.
Yeah, if that's that sort of
Matto, I feel like I've dominated the fuck out of this conversation.
What do you want from it?
I know you've got the concept of no gameplay, no care. But is there anything that you don't want to see?
Like,
or want to see?
I don't want, like you said, I don't want a straight linear game. I want a side missions. It's not like Knights of the Old Republic, like that, where you can go to a world, you can go do the main story, or just go do a side mission for whatever.
But not like full blown open world sort of thing.
Not full blown.
Yeah, it's
sort of like maybe the Mass Effect type of thing, where if you go to like a mission somewhere, you go to it, when it's done, you don't have to go back to that place anymore.
Yeah, okay.
Sort of thing.
Oh yeah, because Mass Effect
2 did that.
2 did that really cool thing where you just go to a place, like you didn't have to drive forever looking for a possible mission outcome or whatever. I get you. I can see that.
And a purple lightsaber.
Yes, we need more purple lightsabers.
Can't.
We can.
No.
Creating your own fiction.
No! Unless it's got motherfucker inscribed on it, it ain't counting.
We found it. Found it on the street somewhere.
That would be cool though, wouldn't it? Like,
Sam Jackson.
Someone's... No, but the fact that they have the purple lightsaber, right? Like, someone's like, yeah, well, I found this. Like, because he fell out of a window. I'm sure there was a couple of lightsabers on the ground that they didn't find. The people, sold off. Purple one would be cool. Oh, I would like to see AT-ATs. Like, Rogue One had the AT-ATs that were kind of...
Yeah, like different model of
built, like,
AT-ST, I think they were.
Oh, whatever. The big, heavy metal thing. I'd like to see, like, the Empire still just, like, starting to kick in. Like, doing their upgrades, the TIE fighters, like, being...
Well, that's the thing now. Things. Now they're actually getting going, whereas before they were still kind of working in secret. Now they're just out.
They're taking out all the clone troops.
Yeah, it's still having that, like, there's still a transition-y period. Maybe there's war, what was it, Battlefront 2, where you go back to the clone planet, and they were trying to make clones again to take on the Empire, so they blew it all up.
Oh, Attack of the Clones. No,
to
take on the Empire. Oh,
what's it? Genosha? No, Genosha.
Geonosis. Yeah.
Yeah, they go like in Battlefront 2. You go back there because the Genosians are like.
I don't even remember that.
They're cloning.
You're talking old school Battlefront.
They're cloning. Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
They're cloning the clones.
Sorry, I think about.
They're recloning the clones to fight the Empire, and they went like no. So from there on out, the 501st are still the only original of Boba Fett clones.
Ooh. And
the rest are like 10, 12 different guys. That's why they went from really good accuracy to I can't shoot shit, sir. Because they're a much lower grade because the Empire were like, we can't have this bullshit ever happen to us again.
Yeah, it's Cletus the Slash Yokel. Yeah. Anything else we need to add at all? Or is it now just wait and see when E3 rolls along and they give us some gameplay?
I mean, I don't want to...
revisit the topic.
It just sucks, like, because I like the Jedi. I think the Jedi are great. But I want to see smugglers and bounty hunters because they are so cool. Like,
yeah,
I feel,
you can blame EA for that.
You're OP being a Jedi, and I know Jedi sells. Put Jedi on something, it sells.
Still, you put Star Wars on it, it's still going to sell anyway. Yeah. And that's the thing that now boggles my mind the most. Side note, we've discussed in the past what went down with Visceral getting shut down. They were working on Amy Hennig, formerly Uncharted's Star Wars game, and it wasn't meant to be a Jedi one. You were meant to be a smuggler. You were meant to be a bounty hunter.
Was that 1717 or whatever?
No, 1313 was way before that as well.
God.
That was before EA took on the reins, and EA shut it down. They're like, single player linear games aren't our thing.
Yeah,
and then they went and did this, and then they went and did this. Like, I mean, this would have been in development at the same time. Like, what were you thinking?
And we should discuss it, but we can just bring it up as the point. The fact that EA came forward and said there are no microtransactions, there is none of this, blah blah blah.
I believe it.
Yeah, I get it. That's not a badge of honor to be wearing. Though.
No, but I think they want to make sure because this studio is this is a big protected species. They are a prestige studio, and they don't want to. They don't want to get.
I'm pretty sure though, if you go onto the EB website and you check out the
if it says it in the press, the advertising thing,
the sets, the different things you can buy, I'm pretty sure there is one there that almost sounds like there's microtransactions in the game.
There won't be.
There'll be a way of microtransactions. They won't be called microtransactions. They'll be transactions.
I believe in Vince Zampella. That guy has integrity coming out the arse, and I don't believe it'll be the case. Because hell, they barely take money off you with Apex, and Apex is, well, in a lot of ways, designed like those sorts of games are designed to be.
Look,
making money hand over fist.
I'm not sitting there going like, "Fuck them, they're gonna fail." I'll play it. I'll buy it when it comes out. So is it this year release?
November 16.
November 16.
I think it was that week.
Well, that gets me jollies going because I don't know how I feel about the new Star Wars movie just yet.
You just don't know how you feel about the name because Rise of Skywalker is a little bit weird.
And I thought it was the Joker.
I don't even remember I don't even care about that.
That was the Joker.
The names have never phased me.
Hugh Jackman. Not Hugh Jackman. Damn it.
The names have never phased me. It's just...
Heath Ledger, what are you doing here?
Nothing's ever dead. Oh, it's the Emperor back.
Oh, I thought it was Mark Hamill doing his Joker impression.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
I thought I was God Evil for once.
From Beyond the Grave. Good place to end things. We might have to revisit this post E3 once we actually learn a bit about the gameplay.
We will. Keep there.
Like, share, and subscribe so you can keep up with it.
Ooh.
Twitter,
At Tacos Talks.
Matt_Phil.
Paul James Games, and the website Player2AU. Visit the website, player2.net.au. Visit us on Patreon, patreon.com/player2AU. Kick in a few bucks. Lower tiers, you get early access to episodes. Higher tiers, you get monthly episode exclusives. That's all she wrote. Thanks a lot for watching. Go out and Star War.
War of the Stars.